Good morning, guys. Replacing the sideboards on the truck today. As you can see, I've got a real big opening right there that gravel's getting through. These things are about 3 years old. So anyway, I've taken this set off. Getting ready to measure. I bought new boards right there. I decided these were 2x6s. Originally, I put just the 2 on it because I didn't want to worry about overloading the truck. Ends up, I needed 3. So what I ended up doing is I'd use these. I'd borrowed those from my brother, some 2x10s, and put on there to patch that where I broke it. And so what I'm doing now is I've got 2x10s over here, and I'm just going to replace it with just 2 runs of boards, so I don't have the, like right here I've got, like if you see there, I've got like 3 places where gravel could come out, like right there, there, and there. Sometimes dirt or gravel comes through that. I only have 2 seams here, that bottom one and that one in the middle, where material could seep through at some point. I'm going to have to redo my tarp. My tarp's not long enough to cover the whole load. I made a mistake when I ordered it. I ordered it the length of the bed, and I should have been probably about 3 feet longer. So I'm going to reorder a new tarp for it and figure out a different type tarping system and go from there. But anyway, I'm going to set you guys up here when I do this other side and do a time lapse so you can see it. But what I've tried to do is I've tried to save my hardware. When I went and bought the new hardware and the new wood and all, the hardware was actually more costly than all that wood right there that I bought. So I'm going to try to use the old hardware. The problem is I went and cut these off, and so it's going to be not long enough when I originally start putting it in the new wood. So I'm probably going to use some of the new hardware just to countersink it and then replace it with this and see if I can make it work that way. But anyway, so I got the old hardware off there, and that's my plan. So anyway, I'll check back with you in a little bit. Okay, let me explain why I had to turn those boards around. As you see, like there's a crack right here, and this one's got knots. It's got some knots in it right here, and then this one right here's cracked, and then this one on the bottom has a couple bad knots in it. So I wanted to try to keep the best wood I could in the actual sideboard for the truck. So that's why you saw me turning those around. Okay, each of these holes right here takes a 2x4, and so that is the vertical post that holds up the sideboards. So now I'm going to take these 2x4s right here, and I'm going to measure, and I'm going to cut those to where they stick down into this slot. I'll probably bring them down about even right here, and then cut them long enough to where I can have a good grip there for them to catch. 9 1/4, so that'll be 18 1/2, 19, 20, 1, 2, 23. So 23 1/2 should be plenty. 23 1/2. Now, I'm making these out of soft pine. If I had some harder wood, I would definitely use it. But I'm making these out of soft pine, so when it breaks, I can just take the bolts out and replace it, which it will break. I'm not that good of an operator. I will be breaking them. That is for sure. Bought me a new saw a couple weeks ago when I put my fence up around the house, so it gets its second use. Admit that. I'm just poor and have to do things. let's test fit this. These luckily fit a 2x4 perfect. I'm probably gonna have to beat that one in. That one goes good. Oh yeah, some of these are tight, so they'll have to be beat in. That's all right. So not too bad. So if we put it in, if it is a little long, I mean, it's not perfect by no means, but if it is a little long and it does stick below that, if it does stick below that, it's not ideal, but I can live with it. So I think if I do the rest of those like that, and I may even have some spare wood over here, scrap wood I can test fit that with. Let me look. Okay, I've determined I need to be 149.5 inches is the length I need to be. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm marking that, and then I'll be cutting with the saw. I have a regular square, but I just like the way this sheetrock square locks in right here to where it can't go either way. So that's why I'm using this. I've got a regular square, but the Freeman square. I just like the way that works. I saw on YouTube different people using the speed square to square up the saw when they cut. I'm still learning this, but it does seem to work pretty good. The problem I have is getting my hand in the way of the motor of the saw when it goes by. All right, let's take a ruler just to have it. Don't know that I'll need it. This is cut. All right. I want to see how well this works. See just how good I was. Okay guys, I've got this side done. Turned out pretty good. I can't complain. So everything looks pretty good. So now I'm going to work on this side over here and get it taken off and get it replaced with a new one. So I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse and let you watch me that way. Got both sides installed. I think it turned out pretty good. Can't complain. It should work really well about not losing rock. There's still a little bit of a gap under here. I'm not exactly sure what I need to do to take care of that. It's not real bad. It's like less than a ½ an inch, but that side went together real well. The whole idea of using old hardware, that went to the wayside pretty quick. So I ended up using the new hardware. It was just a whole lot easier, and so that's what I did. I didn't redo the sideboard or the back tailgate of it. To be honest with you, it just works really well, so I don't want it too tight. Then it gets a little bit aggravating, but it works real good. Anyway, that side's together, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Have a great day.